Welcome to Straight Out the Box. It's myself, Tailz. Today we've got a very, very special show. I mean, this is one of the shows that a lot of people have been requesting, and these are two guys that are behind the beautiful products that I'll be giving away on my show. I would like to introduce the two brothers behind this wonderful drink, Potion Universe.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Welcome. I'll give you guys a round of applause. Now, obviously, I've introduced you lot as Potion Universe, but I want to get into the individuals before we start off as a group together. Brother to my far right,
Yeah.
I want you to let the people know your name, introduce yourself, and what you do in behind base of this product and everything like that.
Okay. So my name's Michael.
Right.
Half of Potion Universe alongside Tom. To be honest, our roles are quite similar in terms of what we do, producing the drink, like online, the media side of things, social awareness, marketing, branding. We kind of just both take turns in doing everything.
Yeah.
But with Tom, he's got more of a I don't want to say too much because I'm taking away what you have to say.
No, it's calm, bro.
But
It's
yeah,
calm.
we balance out everything that we do. Tom has these strong points, which he will say. Mine is more the actual drink itself, which we'll get into later on in the show. But yeah, man, I mainly do online, the social medias. Getting we're both out there selling the drink, connecting, networking.
Yeah. And next brother to my right. Let them know who you are and your role you play as well.
Yeah, so I'm Tom. I'm the other half of the Potion family or Potion Universe itself. So like Max was saying, we basically balance everything out. So there might be times when Max is gonna go on social media and I can't go on social media, but there might be something I might see during the day, or there might be somebody or post I see during the week on Insta, and I'm just like, you know what, that looks sick. Like, we can maybe work with this person or contact this person, see what we can get going with them. Do you know what I mean? We're basically yin and yang.
Yeah.
And the business side, though, don't undervalue yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, I think the main thing is that where we started off is I came with the drink.
Mm-hmm.
Tom came with the business side there.
Yeah.
I would say that is our strong point. So Tom's very savvy when it comes to like making sure we've got contracts in place.
Yeah.
Making sure that we're networking with the right people.
Yeah.
With the right startups, or with the right companies, and getting out there.
Yeah. When
it comes to everything to do with that, Tom's the guy.
So let me ask you this, Michael. So, like you just said a moment ago, you came with the drinks. What made you want to do drinks? Like what? Obviously, I know collectively you're both behind Potion Universe, but what made you want to do drinks as opposed to, let's say, your cliche other stuff that's out there?
You know what the funny thing is? I never ever thought I would get into the alcohol industry. It wasn't something that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I just happened to be with some family one time at my aunt's surprise birthday party.
Yeah.
And I was just the person that always had to make the drinks. That was just my role. Make the drinks, put something together, and I came up with this recipe.
Right.
Back then there wasn't really a name, and then we just started calling it the Potion. I met up with Tom through a mutual friend.
Right.
The group, the circle, everyone started drinking the drink, took it to gatherings, everybody was loving the drink.
Yeah.
And Tom was like, "No, we can turn this into a business."
All right.
And I was like, "Nah, I don't know." I think I was umming and ahhing for about 2 years, going back and forth. Nah. Tom was like, "We can do this." Sat down, came up with some names, and then we finally stuck with Potion Universe. Yeah. And that was it. So Tom, if it wasn't for Tom, there wouldn't be no Potion Universe. It'd just be some drink that we just drank as well.
Do you know what? Perfectly, you said that. Like, Tom, what made you think, right, or try the drink and think, do you know what, we could actually make a business out of this? Like, what gave you that spark?
Okay, let me be so real, yeah.
Go on.
The drink itself, we've been drinking. Max has been making it for a long time, and do you know what it is? I was in a bath today. No homo. And obviously, I was thinking about an analogy of what to say because I know you're gonna say this, but you know sometimes how you just get that moment or that something just sinks in. Do you know what I mean? It's like we was, to be honest, it was when we went to Newcastle.
Right.
There was a lot of YIs. There was a lot of hot and spicy YIs.
Yeah.
So we were in Newcastle. Obviously, the drink was made, and then it just hit, man. I don't know even how to describe metaphorically or even an analogy, but it literally just hit me. You know, like your boxer, and you get your boxer, and you get that hit, and you're not coming back.
You're not coming back.
You're not on that. What's his name? What's that boxer's name? What's his name? Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury, yeah.
Like, you see, the drink just hit me, and I just said, you know what? Yeah, we've got to turn this into a business. We've got to turn this into a business. It can't be just something that we make for the man them like it. Like, there will be other people that like the drink, and I think it's from there. It was just in my head. We've got to do this. We've got to do this.
Yeah.
Obviously, if we had done it back then, I think it wouldn't have turned out the way it is now. Because you know what? Back then. Oh, mate. Back then,
hiccups.
Yeah. Back then, do you know what it was? It's the hiccups, and I think sometimes I do believe in God. I might not go to church at the time, but I do believe in God. But something somebody said yesterday, it stuck with me. It's like things don't happen to you at one point in your life. It happens at the right time. So I believe everything has come together at the right time. And both of us are more mature. Yeah. Well, he's more mature than me because I'm everyone knows about me. Joke. Yeah. But it's come at the right time, and obviously as it's come at the right time, we're both more mature and we're taking it the way it should be taken, and we're growing it as a business. Rather than like it just being a lifestyle or okay, it's a drink. Let's take this drink to this place. Let's take it to that place. No, let's take it to this place. Let's promote it. See what people like about it, follow us, sell it to them, etc. Then build it like that. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I believe. That's why I believe it's come at this time.
Yeah. So going back to you, Michael, you said that obviously you was known to be the one to be making drinks at the parties and everything like that. Now, when did this actually start for you? Like, at what party, what year, how many years ago, when did it start?
So, when I first came up with the recipe, that was November 2011.
Oh wow! Okay, yeah. Back then,
I've had the recipe for a long time.
Yeah.
But because of the way it was made, I didn't think I could take it anywhere. And then on top of that, I wasn't interested in. I didn't want to get in the alcohol industry. I just liked having a drink. Socializing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was 2011. And then we didn't register the company until 2016.
So 5 years of making, and exactly like this, the exact same ingredients.
Exactly the same. As when I first did it back in 2011. So those 5 years was just going back and forth. I couldn't see at the time. I couldn't see how we could capitalize from it. But T could. So I was just trying to see where tea was coming from. And then I'm a type of person where I don't like to just jump into something. I want to do research.
Yes.
Tea will tell you that I'll do research for a year or 2 years. That I need to know what I'm getting
thoroughly.
into. And then once I done all the research, I was like, oh wow, that we can actually do something here. And then that's when we registered the company.
Do you know what? When I think it was Tom that hit me up. It's mad because I don't even know, because I've known Tom for years. Like literally years. Same family, like known for years. And I can't remember at what point. I don't know whether it was you that hit me up, and he was telling me about obviously Potion Universe, and that obviously you guys, both of you guys had come up with this business idea and everything like that. And I thought, Raj, you know what? To be fair, I don't know many young people at that, and then black people at that, that's actually come out there with their own alcohol brand. Do you know what I mean? You hear a lot of it like in America and all those other places, but like in the UK wise, it was rare. And then I think at one point I met up with you. I was in South at that time. And I was with Bliss at the time. Shout out to Bliss. I was with Bliss. And you gave me a couple of samples, and from that sample, I was like, "No, you guys are really onto something here." Because you know what the funniest thing is? I'm a brandy man, The only thing I mix brandy with is either Coke or lemonade.
Just straight.
Or straight, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like when it comes to like the mix, like the fruit punches, it's not really my kind of thing. But when I tried this thing, I don't know what came over me, but this thing is got my palate all moving mad. Do you know what I mean? So like I became addicted. And I think from there, I was like, yeah, you lot are definitely onto something. And that's when I contacted you. I said, listen, I'm trying to push this podcast. I need you guys drinks for my show.
Yeah.
Because as well as you lot are already doing your thing anyway. Like, to be fair, you don't need me or anything else like that. But I thought, you know what, this is also another platform that if I bring in my guests, they will try your drink. And I've not had one guest say anything bad about it. Like every guest is either at one point is either A, what's their Insta? I'm gonna add them and follow them, and B, they've promoted it on their socials and their social platforms, and they've always asked, you know what? How do I get this?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Now,
It's fun. Sorry to cut. It's fun you say that though, because we went through a few years where you gave the drink to somebody, everybody was loving it. Everybody was loving it, and I got to a point where I was like, I need someone to tell me they don't like it, and I know it don't make much sense, but I just need to know. I don't want to feel like everyone's telling me they like it just because they're part of the circle. Friend, family, and whatnot. And to this day, like, I found one person, but what I've realized is if you're not a big fan of it, it's because you don't like maybe one of the ingredients. The ginger can be quite overpowering. And but no one hasn't come out and said, don't like the drink. Everyone's just like, keep doing what you're doing, keep pushing it. Yeah, man. We just gotta.
No, I'm definitely proud of this right here. Do you know what I mean? Because it's something completely new. You've got people that would never even think to mix alcohol, drinking these kind of drinks. And what I wanted to ask is, at the time when you both was coming out with, obviously making it a business and everything like that, were there any much competitors that you saw out there?
Yes and no. The reason why I say yes and no is after I did some research and I looked into, because at first I didn't look into the mainstream industry. I just looked at the startup. Who's in our communities, who's doing
exactly.
And there was about 3 brands that stuck out.
Right.
But they were all rum punch.
Right.
I say yes because at the end of the day we would do like the same customers.
Yeah.
So they were competition in that sense, but then no, because our drink is cognac. We're 2 different type of drinks. But obviously you want to be able to gain the same customers in the same market.
Exactly.
But apart from that, I haven't come across anybody that's doing what we're doing with this drink.
Yeah. And because obviously, obviously at parties it's different. People can just pour this, pour that. But is there like proper science behind this and how much of what? And because obviously each of them are having to come together to blend to make this.
Basically, we had to go to a lab.
Right.
So like I felt like Dexter, you get me? So we had to go to a lab, and then where was it? It's a place outside of London. So we had to go to the lab. The person mixed the drinks together for us, and we made our own. We had a variation of the drinks that we mixed. Yeah. And then he had his own variation of the drinks that he mixed. So he gave us like the scientific terms, talked about bacteria, sell-by dates. Am I missing anything else?
How to pasteurize it, and then also the main thing that we went in for was the alcohol percentage.
Right.
Because when we're there selling it in the beginning, there was no alcohol percentage.
Right.
For us to go mainstream, we need that type of information on our drinks.
Okay. So how do you, like, funny enough, like you said that, how do you know the alcohol percent of something? Because you lot went to the lab. I don't know these things.
So that's what he did. So he, again, with all these equipment and instruments, he will take down each ingredient that we use, and then he does these calculations. And then that tells us what the alcohol percentage is.
Okay. That's sick, going to a proper lab.
Yeah, proper lab. Listen,
because I think
that was a good investment.
Yeah, trust me.
Do you know what? Because I think I don't know if you had it on your snap. You had a white coat.
Yeah, the coat. I see one on my Insta.
Yeah. Do you know what? And that's sick. That's sick. The fact that, but with the ingredients used, because like you said, obviously you knew it tastes nice because obviously you've been doing this for quite some time and everything like that. But and you said that there may have been one person that might have not liked a particular ingredient, but I want to know why these individual choices of ingredients.
That was just my luck. That was just me.
Oh,
okay. That was just me and my aunts.
Just freestyling.
So I've just gone off of what my family's told me in the beginning.
Yeah.
I made a drink. Me, my 2 cousins, my 2 aunts, and some of my aunt's friends.
Yeah.
Everybody loved the drink.
Yeah,
so I just stuck with it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, certain of my some of my boys would come over.
Yeah.
Try this. Everyone's loving it, and that was it.
What has been the biggest struggle on your journey so far?
The biggest struggle, I'd probably say, for me, I would probably say time and capital. So that's what I would say.
Because I imagine so, like, it's all good coming up with an idea. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously,
you have to find the money.
Right.
Have to fund it.
Right. And that's the issue that I find with, you know, a lot of young business people like yourselves is finding the investment, and can I get the investment from elsewhere? Do you know what I'm saying? And then obviously coming with that proper business idea. Like you said, obviously you was the man with the plan coming into it, and you saw that how you could make this a lucrative business. Do you know what I mean? But what could you say from that standpoint that has been the most, you know, time consuming? Because I imagine, like, for like another young person coming up after you that might not want to do drinks, he might want to do, I don't know, smoothies or whatever. Like, what are the sort of steps that you would advise the next young person to go through in order to start up their sort of?
Do you know the one thing that he always does that sometimes I forget to do? And this, make sure you always do this, guys. Research. Because remember, as soon as you get the clarification on your research about what you want to do, remember, that research can take you from A all the way to Z, and it covers everything. So as soon as all those boxes are covered, business plan is written for itself. And then everything else is, you're just good to go. Because some people there's some businesses that have been there for God knows how long, but remember, because they had a solid foundation, and the foundation come from research, and they've been able to build. So let's say, for example, you've had a university. University has students. You give to students courses. Now, some universities don't offer all the courses, whereas other universities, they offer A, B, C, D, F, and G, because they've done the research. People can come to this uni for a specialized course, and then you're going to make money from that. And that's just simple, but because the research has been done, they understood that this amount of students want this type of course, and that amount of students that type of course. Obviously, you're always going to have your primary courses like what? Business, science, and all the rest of it. It's helped. And that's what is, to me, it's just research and knowing what you want to do. Because some people, they might not know what they want to do, but as soon as you do your research, maybe what you did not intend to do in the beginning is what you might find at the end of it.
Coming back
to another thing, sorry to
carry on, go on.
Coming back to what he was saying, what you asked about what you found difficult, I think it's capital and marketing. Because let's say, for example, if we had the capital, we'd be able to do so many things in a short space of time, but we don't. But the one good thing is, because we're able to utilize what we've got, and we're making money from sales and etc. We're able to invest that capital how we see forth, and then build on top of what was built already, and slowly grow into something prosperous. Do you know what I mean? And the second thing about marketing, this is a brilliant story. Last week I was at London Cocktail Week. Obviously Max couldn't come, so I was been going around the different cocktail stands. So I went to a cocktail stand. I think it was Sky. It was Strike or something, but one of the founders of a cocktail that we know called Funky Monkey. Now, Funky Monkey is a very, very popular cocktail brand. They've got like they are one of Wetherspoon's biggest suppliers, isn't it? So one of their founders has built his own alcohol brand, which gives you the same taste as an actual alcohol, but it's not alcohol.
Oh.
So because he's made, the point I was trying to make, because he's made money from that one brand, he's able to do that all in 1 year, and then just capitalize of it, and then reach out to people in that 1 year. So if we had that amount of money, we're able to plan, we're able to do this, we're able to do that. Within a year, we'll be where we need to be. But sometimes, like people say, Rome wasn't built in a day. And obviously, if you start off slow, if you start off slow, you understand that, look, we're starting off slow. We're going to level 1, level 2, level 3. However, because we've been in level 1, level 2, level 3, we understand the grassroots of everything. So as we build, we know we're not going to fall back down. And that's what some corporations. That's the disadvantage they have, because you have all corporations. You have different levels. You have the CEO to this person, that person. Sometimes the communication there is hayward, but because you started off from 1, 2, 3, and you're with the same people, the same person that you've had all the time, you know your communication is going to be like this. So you know the likelihood of things tumbling down is not going to be that.
Do you know what? I do want to ask one thing, because I've noticed with your potion logo. Now, has it always been? It's changed, because the potion. There's two.
So that's the company logo.
Right.
So Potion Universe is the company.
Yeah.
The drink is the potion, and that's where you have the upside down question mark.
Yeah. Now, that leads on to my question of who came up with the design, and why that particular design.
So you know what? It's funny because we got the design, and then we came up with the idea for the design. So we didn't have the idea for the design, and then we did it backwards. So we went to a graphic designer, and we told him what the company's about, what we want to do, and he said, "Okay, I'm going to come up with a few ideas." He came up with a few ideas, and was like, "No, we don't like those ones. Can you try again?" And then me and Tom, we sat down and we said, "You know what? We want it to be like a potion bottle, and to have like the universe inside it." So the guy went back, did what he did, and then he came up with the company logo, the Potion Universe logo. Then I can't remember how it happened, but a few months after, I don't know if it was random or you asked him again to work on the drinks logo, but he just sent us some ideas. We just happened to like the upside down question mark. We just happened to like it. We were just like, you know what, that's it.
Oh, okay. And did you choose the color scheme as well, purple?
Yeah, the color scheme, that was us. We chose the color scheme.
Right.
So when he sent us the logos, it was just black and white, and that was it.
Right. Got you. So is it safe to say that your kegs are gonna have this sort of label, or they're gonna have the potion?
It will most likely just have the potion logo. Right.
Okay. And the question that I keep getting asked by my guests regularly, prices. Now, how do you lot, as a business, decide what the right price is for your product?
Okay.
And also, another question to add on is, what was the demographic that you lot was trying to reach with your particular product?
So first of all, how we got to the price was, when I was doing some research, I was like, we need to work out how much it's costing us per bottle. And then once I figured out how much it was costing us per bottle, we then looked at, because we go to a lot of bars, we are we're social, we're out there. That's what benefits us with the company. So we was out there, and we was looking at cocktail prices. Different bars all over London. Obviously, when you're in Central and you're in West, prices are much higher when you're in your local area.
Of course.
But we realised that cocktails, like on average, they're about £10, £11. Then was like, in terms of demographic, who we're trying to reach out to, we want everybody to be able to buy the drink and to enjoy it. We don't just want, high-end people. Where we come from.
Of course.
We want our people to enjoy the drink as well.
Exactly.
But you're trying to capitalize from and make profit off of your company. So we was like, well, if you're going to West End and they're about £12 to £14, and then in your local area, they're about £10, or happy hour you might get 2 for 10.
We
was thinking, okay, it costs so much to make one bottle. we can actually still make a decent profit if we do the £8. And really and truthfully, you shouldn't be complaining if it's £8, because when you do go to a bar and you're spending your £10 on your drink, you're not even getting the amount of liquid that's in one of our bottles.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, man.
That was the main thing for me, because when you take the ice out of the cup that they give you in the bar, you ain't
already
got much juice.
you've introduced left to
You know
drink
what I mean?
with.
You don't have much juice. Plus, one bottle that we provide or that we sell to you can get you nice for the evening. So it's not even like you need to be sipping 4 or 5 of them like you are in a bar. And that was just it, really.
So, because obviously we're speaking about prices and like we was talking about earlier, obviously you putting money into the business. So obviously, as with any business, you want to see some profit. So like with each like stuff like kegs, because obviously I don't know about this stuff, but like kegs and the bottles that you put your drinks in, obviously those are coming at a price as well, aren't they?
Yes.
Now, are there tax added to things like these?
So in terms of our price, we include that already in the price. We have to. Because when we're buying the stuff, it's VAT, you know what I mean? So
So obviously it's 11.5. People, if you do drink this drink, please drink responsibly. I like to say that because some drinks turn some people another way, but this is a drink that, like you said, can get you nice for the evening. Like I could sit night, come back from work, chilling, and sip this drink and just wind down, because it's funny enough. This is a drink that you can have in many settings. And that's one thing I do like about this drink. Like there's times I'm out for, do you know what? You say this is for like my guests, but let me just take 1 or 2 just for the journey, because I'm gonna go link a thing down the road. I'll just get merry quickly on the way there. Do you know what I'm saying? But essentially, it's for my guests, but I've had them moments there when I go link a thing and need something. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I like about this drink. Is this drink? Obviously, for those who haven't tried it, please go check this out. This is a wonderful drink. But I mean, it can be in settings like this, you're chilling, or you can be in a party settings where, like, you brought here a keg, and it'll be a drink that everybody can hold the vibes. It's not, because obviously, like you see with certain, especially cognac, especially like your Courvoisiers and your Hennessy's and your whatnot. For some people, that might be a bit too strong. And is it like, obviously it's a burner in the chest, of course. But with this drink, and like obviously with some females are like, nah, let me stick to my sweet drink. So like, but this drink is like, it's got a bit of everything.
It's got
so
the sweet side, it's even got the sharp bitter side to it as well, and it's got the strength. So we managed to get all 3 things that you look for in a drink in one. And you can taste each one of them.
And that's why, like, I can see this product reaching heights and that's unimaginable. And with that being said, where do you see your potion universe going?
Well, when we officially started, because even though we registered the company in 2016, we didn't officially start until, when was the event last year? October. So we didn't officially start until October.
Okay.
And we gave ourselves a 5-year plan, and the 5-year plan was, we want to be in at least 2 stores and a few bars. Right. We can work from that.
From there,
The end goal, we would love to have our own potion bar. And also another thing which I can't really talk about.
Of course.
So there's the 5-year goal. Between now and the next 4 or 5 years, we just want to be in stores, be in a couple bars, and just be, like a household name. Whether it's nationwide or it's within, the areas that we're from. That's amazing. But the end goal, if we get the potion bar and one other thing, then I know that we've made it.
I want you to give me 3 words in which you could describe your product. So obviously, because I work in higher education, obviously I work in an establishment where everybody's over 18, just to put out there. How would you describe your product for me to push to
on the spot now? I'd say blow your mind.
Blow your mind. Okay, that's a T.
I'd say embrace the taste.
Okay, do you know what? That's different. So blow your mind. So blow your mind and embrace the taste. Do you know what? I would have never thought of that. That is definitely there you have it, people. Blow your mind and embrace the taste. Now, what I do want to ask is, will there be any other drinks?
Yeah,
good question.
We're currently working on
flavors. Yes.
Yeah,
Other
like flavors. Yeah, flavors. What I
definitely,
mean to say. Yeah.
We're currently working on flavors, and then I think there's 1 or 2 possible things floating around, but that's somewhere in the future. Like, obviously, we're an alcohol brand.
Yeah.
First and foremost. However, like, we want to expand and be able to do other things.
Yes.
With the alcohol itself. So yeah, just watch the space, man.
And do you know what? It's only because I've noticed it on here.
Yeah.
Vegan friendly. Was that something that you
No, we didn't plan to do that. We didn't plan to do that at all. Again, that was by accident. I contacted all the suppliers that we get the ingredients from, and it just so happened that all the ingredients that we use are vegan friendly. And Tom was always going on about, you know, if our drink is vegan friendly, that's another group of people that we reach out to. So I was just like, okay, how can we make this be vegan friendly? And it just happened all the ingredients were already vegan friendly.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, so it's just something you just stumbled on,
but
it's like you just stumbled in a lot of stuff now, aren't you? Like?
And that's why I got to a point where I was just like, you know what? Maybe this is just meant to be.
Yeah. No, and that's what I was like. Even just listening to you guys' stories, it seems like something that was literally just meant to happen, and it's becoming in fruition, and hopefully it reaches its success and its heights that you'd want it to reach. And one thing I did notice, I think it was it on Insta? It was either on Insta. No, tell a lie. It was on YouTube, because obviously I do watch some of their stuff for the culture.
Okay.
Now I see your drinks on there and everything.
That's the tea right there.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Tonight is one thing you should always know, people, is that never be afraid to email people. Because you know, is a lot of the time, yes, you're going to get rejections. Don't get me wrong. We all get rejected in life, especially when it comes to women.
I've been rejected many times.
Emails is a bit soft. Emails is a bit softer. But I've emailed them. They've got back to me. They said, cool. So I've gone over. I've given them bottles. I've met them, and they've loved the taste. They've loved the taste of it.
Yeah.
All it is sometimes is people need to understand that it's just about comfort zones, and it's just about putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
Because for them to even give us that little shout out, we got a guy from West London that said, "Oh, I saw your drink from the culture.
Yeah.
Can I try it?" He tried the drink and he loved it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? From that one thing. So never be afraid to reach out. And obviously, us reaching out to them was a big step as well, because they could have just drank it and be like,
yeah.
what is this? But they loved it. Do you know what I mean? They loved it. Lippy loved it. Lippy, he drank it. Then it was just like, mate, I gotta make sure this lasts for the whole of the episode. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So it was a blessing. But the one thing, like I always say to people, man, don't be afraid to reach out.
Yeah, no, shout out to you for the culture, because, like you said, they could have turned around and said, yeah, we do that, and then don't do that. Like I've been in those situations where I've heard that people that's come on the show like, yeah, I'll come, but then you don't turn up, or it'll be a thing of, are you still coming? And I still don't get no response.
Yeah, true.
But for the fact of, like, you managed to get that response and they followed through on what they said, that's definitely a good look.
And you know what? I have to big them up again as well, because the funny thing is, before we even contacted them, we had a list of people that we were going to reach out to. And even again, give it to T, because I was against it. I was like, nah, we don't need to. And he was like, nah, trust me. So I was like, you know what? You proved to me that this can work. And when he showed me that they contacted us back, I was like, oh, right, this is big. Like, let's go. Well done. But even then, it was just a case of they were just going to try the drink, and that was it. We didn't know they were going to talk about it or even promote it.
Okay.
So I've had one of my cousins like, you know, your drink's on for I'm like, what are you talking about? And then we said to ourselves, you know what? All we'll take from this is we'll just take just one customer. If we get one new customer, big than that. T said someone emailed him. Up in West London, they bought the drink. And then another thing about for the culture, I even reached out to them, like, just to thank them on the socials. and they were just like, you know what, we're here to support the business, black businesses, and you don't really get that from other people, especially like them that's in the industry.
Yeah, exactly.
They just said straight up like, look, we're here to support black businesses, and we'll push you all the way. Yeah. So thank you, and a big shout out to them again.
No, definitely a big, definitely shout out to For the Culture, man. They're doing major stuff. Like I like the stuff that they got in there. Now, you see,
obviously come to this podcast first.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Obviously,
listen, help me out, please. I need it. No, but what I was gonna say is, with like things like you said, you had a list of people that, and I'm presuming these are people that can help, obviously, push your product and everything like that. So you see, like before you came with me with a sample, but now you see when people like are ordering from you guys, because I'm guessing you're using Instagram right now at a particular moment to so do you make to order, or is it a thing of you just have like your lab there and you just
at the moment we make to order, so it's when you order we'll make it freshly for you.
Okay.
Because of how we make the drink, obviously over time the drink will ferment and the drink will get stronger. In terms of when you drink it straight away, you have your fresh produce right there. Yeah. If you give it a week or two to ferment and settle the alcohol, when it sits in with it, you get a whole different vibe. So you have some people that will want to order and be like, can I order, but I'll collect it in 2 weeks. The drink and everything to ferment. But apart from that, no, we make it to order. Yeah.
Perfect that you just said that, because I think I even said it to you that time, where like, because I do my orders like I normally do, and I think out of all of them I had one left, but then because we mentioned like quite earlier in the show about expiry dates and everything like that, and that's why I said to you, does the drink expire? Is there expiry date? Because you got wines and bottles that can last for years.
Technically, you could have the drink there for a very long time.
Yeah.
Because when we first started bottling the drinks, we had left the drink for 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, up to a year. Yeah. Somebody had left theirs in their fridge for a year and then drank it. Yeah. And it's perfectly fine. It's just that to protect ourselves, we have to put a sell-by date on it.
Okay.
At the moment, how we make it, one of the ingredients are fresh.
Right.
Because of the alcohol, it gives it a shelf life that we can use for a month. But you could have it over a month. But for us, we have to put it again just to protect ourselves and our brand and our business. We have to put the sell-by date on there. Yeah.
So it's like obviously, like you said, you have to protect your business. But essentially, just alcohol in general, does alcohol actually even expire? Does it expire?
No.
Because even the
older it is, the better it is, and the more expensive it is.
All right. Okay.
You could have a cognac you could buy a cognac and it could be 1 year old. 1 year old, and then if you leave it for 10 years, it's actually worth more than when you got it 10 years ago. Okay. And it will be stronger.
Jeez.
Right.
I was gonna say, even the days of the pirates, bruv, they were drinking rum from barrels, bruv. They were just drinking rum all day, every day. I remember they didn't know what an expiry date was. They literally were waking up, brushing teeth and drinking rum.
So I can imagine. So ideally, when you give us whatever the expiry date is, after that point, you can essentially say that, all right, cool, it's gone from 11.5 to now like 12.5.
See, the funny thing is that the percentage always stays the same. It doesn't change. It's just because it's had time to sit there and ferment. When you drink it, your body just reacts to it differently. And it goes into the bloodstream. It's just, it's still 11.5%.
Yeah. See the science there, people. See, because I don't know about because sometimes I sit there and. Obviously, this show's essentially about Potion Universe, but before this drink, I'm drinking like Hennessy, this, that, and I'm thinking, your bottle's catching dust. So I know it's been here for a little while in this shop. Am I sure I want to drink this? But now hearing what you're saying about expiry date, well, there ain't really an expiry date and everything. Like it's just your body reacting. That's something new that I've never known about this type of drink. Do you know what I mean? So it's definitely something people, wise words from obviously Mike and Tom, definitely to having a memory bank.
The one thing I always love about this drink, there's been so many times I've taken it to places and people are just like, we don't normally like a cognac, but I can't even taste it in the drink.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Shout out Mr. Drinks as well. Like, I took some bottles to Mr. Drinks because I went to go get the new Ciroc. And then Mr. Drinks was in there, innit? And then one of his workers was in there as well. So obviously, he's drank it and he said, "Oh, this drink's nice." The workers drank it. She's like, "What?" He's told her it's cognac based. She said, "It's cognac based." He's like, "I've been trying to look for a mixer for cognac for ages." She said, "No, I can't even believe that." You see that? Just that reaction.
Yeah,
is mental.
Because that's the funny thing is you don't realize it's cognac.
Yeah, you don't.
You'll never know.
Yeah, like you would never know.
Never know. If we didn't put it on there, you would never know.
Perfect.
You would never know.
Perfect that you said that, because you like we were saying earlier, like I'm used to your rum punches, and all of that, but then something like this is completely different to rum punches. Obviously, you got the rum punch where you pour your nephew and whatever. Do you know what I mean? Some people use Appleton or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But this is completely a league of its own, and that's what makes it so sick, because obviously two young brothers, black brothers is that which I always champion and I love. Yeah, well, Wakanda forever. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he even called me in the morning. He's like, T. It's like, yeah. It's like, can I wear a Black History top? I said, yeah, calm, bro. It's Black History month, man. Wear it, man. If you want to wear it, you get me?
So the fact that you're two young brothers, black brothers at that, do you know what I'm saying? And you come out with a drink in a league of its own, because I haven't seen no other drink out there. And I'm a man that likes to drink. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't smoke, but fucking hell, I can drink. Do you know what I'm saying?
Same.
I don't.
That's the problem with me. I could drink too much.
You lot are on a league of your own, and that's what makes this so sick. And this is one of the reasons why it's without a doubt that you lot had to be on this show. Do you know what I'm saying? To talk about this drink, because this is reach beyond what you can actually believe. Because with each guest that come on that promote it to their friend, and I've had different people come on my show, do you know what I'm saying? And people with different palates as well, people that were like this, people that don't even drink.
Listen, so to cut you, you know when I knew when we was on to a winner?
Yeah.
We had this one lady, she was about in her 70s, right?
Yeah, that would be.
She was in her 70s,
and
we were trying to get her to try the drink, and she was like, "No, she's like, I'm too old for these young things." I was like, "Trust me, you'll be fine."
Yeah.
Yes.
She took a shot of the drink.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh," and she was like, "I can feel it in the back of my head." But then she was like, "This is amazing."
Yeah.
She's like, I love this. I could drink this.
Yeah.
And when I know when there's a 70-year-old person telling me that, I know I'm onto something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's all. It's again. It's like all age groups. We've got 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
You got the 18 to like 21. You got the 25s to like 30.
Yeah.
You got the 35s and ups and
yeah.
So we're onto it, and that's when you asked me about like the demographic and who we trying to reach out to.
Yeah.
We have an idea, but it's so hard because everybody loves to drink.
Yeah.
Different backgrounds, different ages.
Yeah.
Everybody loves to drink.
But then, do you know what? At the same time, that actually says a lot when you're reaching different ages, different nationalities, and everything. Male and female.
There's no cocktails. It's usually only females drink.
Yeah.
All the men feel comfortable drinking this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They all for them like, I don't really go to bars and drink cocktails, but you see potion, I'll drink that.
And when you got like, because you can have the toughest of guys be like, what do you mean? I don't even want to hear all that. We cocktail wear that. Nah, I want this. But when you've got like all people, doesn't matter what background you come from, drinking this drink, then it says a lot about what you've got in your grips, and that is something that is unimaginable, because you don't see it everywhere. You don't see it that often. Where you got, like you said, you've been trying to look for that negative comment, just something outside. Criticism.
Anything that I need to
work on, and anything like that. So for the fact that you're getting all the good praises is saying something, and I think that you've tapped into a market that not many alcohol companies, because when you look at other brands, I can say, yeah, I like this brand, but I know you might not like that brand.
Yeah,
Or
true.
you might not like that brand. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, you're getting mad. Like, this is the intake.
Yeah.
But when I can present this to all people that's got completely different palettes, and you're all fucking with this drink, that's saying a lot. And you lot are definitely onto something. But what I do want to ask...
Just to add to what you said, sorry to cut you off.
No, go on.
And the one thing as well is, you know the faces to the brand. Because a lot of things that people don't realise is, a lot of these brands, don't get me wrong, like if I'm at home, I don't know why I love a Desperado. Listen, I could go through a... Actually, let me not even say that anyway. No comment.
Yeah.
But a lot of these brands, you don't see the faces behind the brand. So some people, obviously, you're gonna go to your Tesco's, you're gonna go to your Asda, you're gonna go to your Sainsbury's. Yeah. Okay, cool. It's the weekend. Yeah. The boys are coming around. Let's have a barbecue. What do you want? Beers. Let's go. Oh, hey, something on this. Let's take it. Yeah. Whereas, you know who the people are. You've seen the people. You like their brand. It's not that much price. Yeah, let's try it. Let's take it. Oh, it's a nice taste.
Yeah.
There you have it. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes people want to see a face behind the brand. They don't just want to be another generic number or another sale that is added up, tallied, and then you send an email saying, "Oh, we saw that you like this. Okay, let's suggest you like A, B, C, D, F, and G." No, people are individuals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They like to have that individual experience, so they like to experience something with every product that they buy.
Yeah. And do you know what, just to give the guests a little bit insight into you lot individually and how you collectively come in, what's your background?
My background is where my family's from.
Jamaica, Caribbean. And predominantly in your family, what are the type of drinks outside of this? What type of drinks were rum
and wine.
rum and wine. And your background?
Obviously my heritage is English, but I'm from
Uganda. And your family, obviously, even though I know, but like, what were the type of drinks that they outside of Potion Universe? What type of drinks?
Let me not lie on camera. Anything. Like in my house.
It's funny you say that. Sorry to cut you. Funny you say that because the family, it's my dad's side that I made this drink for.
Okay.
They're like tons. They will drink anything.
Yeah.
They love again. They love their prosecco and their vodkas.
Yeah.
But this, they couldn't take their hands off of it. Sorry, bro.
Yeah. No, trust me. Like he's saying, and like my dad. Obviously, my dad doesn't drink as much, but when he drank this, he said, he said it in the accent. He said no. He said no. That's too much. Take it away from me. My mum loves this. If my mum comes home and she drinks this, she's on a wave. But wine, prosecco, gin, basically anything that's nice and that flavors towards their palates. That's what they drink.
Yeah. And the only reason why I asked into your background was so I can gauge that, because obviously you lot have built a business with Potion Universe. It's kind of interesting to know your background, like you said, rum, and obviously your dad's side would alcohol is just their thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And I see that predominantly. Not to say that it doesn't happen with other nationalities and everything, but within the black race, a lot of us are from that either rum, brandy, or that strong whiskey, or like in Uganda got warigi and everything. That them strong type of.
Shout out warigi. You see that drink? Don't attempt.
Yeah. So it's not for everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? So because we come from that type of background and everything like that, and then coming forth, and then obviously you coming up with your concoction and slowly to find out, like, Rod, you know what, this is a winner right here and this is a market. It's always good to see that journey, the influences. And speaking of influences, who are your sort of influences coming up in this area?
It's funny because I thought about this question. I was like, I know it's going to ask. So growing up for me, like in my early stages, I looked up to one of my uncles.
Right.
He used to sell clothes, like designer clothes and whatnot, and he was just always grafting.
Yeah.
No matter what, he was grafting.
Yeah.
So I always looked at him in a sense of, okay, this is what I need to be doing, or I need to be doing my own thing and just be able to have an easy and relaxed life and whatnot. And that was my first one. As I got older, you start paying attention to different industries and different people.
Yeah.
When I was about in my teens, I used to look at Dame Dash.
Yeah.
I used to look at how he used to operate.
Yes, shout out to Dame Dash, yeah.
Because, you know, he was a man that was about
business. He was
might not
ruthless,
like
yeah.
He was ruthless. You might not like his
but-
personality,
But you gotta respect the
but
business,
you
his
have
hustle,
to
yeah.
respect the hustle.
Yeah,
And yeah, and apart from him, it's just been family. Just watching like how my mother is,
yeah,
my uncle,
yeah.
even down to my dad. You know, he is in the construction field, and he's
Okay.
been owning and opening construction companies from day.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
around it, so
Yeah.
that's just what I've been taking in.
Okay. What about yourself?
I think with me, it's one person that it's not even random, innit? It is one of the biggest, man. Ian Wright, man. Obviously, he came from Ents. Ian Wright came from Ents. And obviously, even just his journey from going to the football team that he was at to another team to go to Arsenal to do what he did at the age that he did it, and him being black as well. That always stuck with me. My dad, my mum, family. Do you know what? A lot of people might think this is corny, but a lot of people that come over to this country and they've done stuff with themselves, they've bettered their families. That inspires me as well. Because I say to people all the time, like, sometimes people get it twisted. Like, we don't sit back and see the bigger picture. Even though the government or this person will say whatever it is. Listen, all our parents came in, whether it's through Windrush, whether it's through this, whether it's through that. They came to another land. They didn't know anybody. Some of them had to be cleaners. Some of them had to do this, and some had to do that. And they came here for us to better our lives. So just in them coming to a foreign land to better our lives, put us into places that they themselves could not be, and then for them to push us to fulfill our dreams and get to that. That's what keeps me going, innit? Because everyone has their days when they're like, I was gonna say, but no.
You can.
Okay, everyone has their days when they're like, fuck this.
Yeah.
But it's just that, see stuff like that, that's what keeps me going, innit? Because they could be your auntie, your friend's cousin, your this, your that, your somebody, this person. You just do your thing and you push towards where it is you want to go to. And that stuff like that will always inspire me. That will always inspire me. Even to the point where one of my brother's mums, like last time, I think I was in my house. I went to meet with Michael, I think in the morning. So obviously, she see me in the morning. She was like, "Oh, T, where you going?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm just popping out somewhere." She's like, "Oh, I'll see you." Then I came back. I ran home. I think I had to change and I had to go somewhere else to deliver bottles. She's like, "Oh yeah, you're always on the move. When you make all this money, make sure you remember me." I was laughing, I was joking. I say, "Yeah, what can I do?" But see, just even that, seeing that she doesn't see me all the time, but she knows through my movements that I'm working towards something. I'm trying to do something. There's another inspiration as well. Do you know what I mean? And that's just those many factors just all inspire me as well.
So let me ask you both this question, obviously based off that note. If you could give your younger selves back then, 2011, for when did you officially start conjoining? When did you officially start meeting to try to talk about business?
So when we registered in 2016, so we met a good couple years before that.
Yeah,
so
but the thing is, I was already doing stuff already, innit?
Yeah.
I was already doing stuff already, so I've always been business-minded anyway.
Yeah.
But this was one of those things where I just knew, like, this is you. This is whatever you're doing now. This is you as well. This is definitely you as well.
What's that? So 2014?
Yeah.
Say?
Let's say 2000. Yeah, 2013. Let's say 2013.
So okay, so let's do it together. So if you could talk to your younger selves back in 2013, what advice would you give to your younger selves?
Save your money.
Save your money.
Save your money and invest it.
Yeah. And yourself?
I think I would have said the same thing. Save your money, invest it, and not follow trends. But then at the same time, it's just like, if I didn't do all of that, I wouldn't be where I am now today. Sometimes that's what it is, because
It's true, but I see it as you could be somewhere even better.
That's
why you have to
It's
give
true.
your younger self that
It's
information.
true.
because
Okay, cool.
What I know now,
Yeah.
so when my son grows up,
Yeah.
I'm definitely telling him what I would want to tell my younger self.
Once
he's my age,
Yeah.
he's going to be telling his younger self, just do what I did, but do it even better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I do the same as that, and just seek opportunities, man. Because obviously away from potion, I do other things as well.
Yeah.
But not even if I didn't believe in myself, if I didn't take certain opportunities,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to even push Potion as much as I could. Cause the one good thing is I know a lot of people because I've got online platform for entrepreneurs and creators.
Yeah.
But some of those entrepreneurs themselves, I've got things or products that they're doing to market.
Yeah.
So through one of those entrepreneurs, what are their names? If I don't shout them out, that's rude. Matchaworks.
Right.
So through them, we were able then to go and find the science lab.
Yeah.
And then through the science lab, we knew the alcohol percentage, bacterial stuff, everything to do with the alcohol, and then through that we're able to move. So then, I've lost my chain of thought. I've literally lost my chain of thought. I've lost my chain
It's the
of thought.
potion.
How about you?
Do you know what? I think